All right, hello and welcome to another speaking practice video by Johnny IELTS. So today, class IELTS 43, only Miss Brooke remains and she will be doing her speaking practice. Okay, so let's start with a few new ones, topic from part 1. So let's do 88. It's about computer and tablet. So do you have or do you use a computer or tablet? A tablet is like an iPad, you know. It can be a Samsung pad, it can be iPad from Apple's, it can be any pads from like, other producers. So do you have or do you use a computer or tablet?
I usually have to use computer at work as well as at my home because computers are more convenient for me to do tasks. I need a device that have a large battery and
A large battery, so
that
you can use it for a
yes,
long time, right?
yes, that can use for a long time. I think tablets can be light and
Lightweight, you mean lightweight, right?
yes, lightweight.
The tablet can be lightweight and it's better to use it that way. Is that what you're trying to say?
And seem to be more convenient for people who do creative jobs.
Creative people who do creative jobs, right?
Yes, for people who do creative jobs. In my case, I do office job, so I need a stable and have enough data for my work. So I think computer is my priority.
I see. So what do you most often use a computer or tablet for?
I usually use computer every day, mostly for work and studying, such as English. Is essential for tasks like research, writing, and attending meeting online.
Attending meetings online.
Meeting online. Meeting online.
All right. So when did you start using computer or tablet? Oh, actually, I think we are in a clear now. So no more Mercury retrograde. So actually, it's easier to talk now, right? Hết nghịch hành rồi. Bây giờ có vẻ dễ dàng nói chuyện hơn. Thiệt luôn á, cảm thấy cái đầu với lại cái miệng nó dễ nói hơn. So when did you start using a computer or a tablet, Miss Trúc?
I remember that the first time I used a computer when I was in secondary school. It's a compulsory subject that every student had to learning about computer. Have to learn about computer at that time.
About computer at that time.
And talking about tablet, I think it was popular when I was in university, and at that time, my sister bought one, so I had a chance to use it. I remember that I was very excited to discover it because it was totally different from a computer. It's light and have a big screen.
And have a big screen, a slide and have a big screen.
And of course I didn't need to use typing
A what?
A typing table, bàn phím.
You mean a typing table? So you mean a separate? You mean a separate? What's it called? Keyboard.
A keyboard, yes.
You don't need to have a separate keyboard for your tablet. No? But actually, it's more convenient to use a tablet with a keyboard, you know. Don't you think so? All right, so yes.
I also think so, but it was a new invention at that time.
Right, I see. So how different would life be if there were no computers? Why not? What do you think?
I think that if our lives without computers, I think it's really bad, because computers have many benefits. The first thing is it helps people to do tasks more convenient.
More conveniently, I mean.
Yes, more convenient. In the past, people had to write by hand, and sometimes their write was to untype neatly.
Yes.
And hard to see. So thanks to computer and its apps such as Microsoft Word that has people
Word.
to
Microsoft Word, right?
Microsoft Word that have people can
help people to do something. Help people to do something. Careful.
Help people to do tasks on it. Save their time.
Save their time. To save their time.
Save their times. In many ways.
Okay.
And with the advance of technology, computer can be connected with Wi-Fi, with internet. That even better when people can do it to connect internationally.
Connect internationally, right?
Yes, to connect internationally.
Internationally. So think about it. Without the computers, would we have this lesson, you know? Anything else? All right, so I think that's about 88. Let's try one question of 89 about meeting new people. So, Mr. Rook, how often do you meet new people?
To be honest, I didn't meet new people recently, so I think I'm not often to meet new people
I don't
because
often meet new people. You mean I don't often meet new people?
I don't often meet new people. My jobs didn't require me to meet people every day because I don't directly contact with customers. I just do work in my department. So, so every day I just meet my colleagues. So, so I don't have a chance to meet people regularly.
Okay, great. So do you find it easy to talk to new people? Why not?
For me, because I'm introvert.
I'm an extrovert.
So,
oh, you an extrovert, really?
No, introvert.
Oh, you're an introvert, I see.
I'm an introvert. So I find it quite hard to talk to new people, especially who are extrovert. That people who can easily to contact to everyone. And I find if I want to talk to new people, it's talk a long time for me to find something to tell.
It usually takes a long time for me to.
It usually takes a long time for me to find something to tell them. So I quite feel uncomfortable to when I need to talk to new people. Honestly, to be honest, I don't good at this.
All right. So do you worry about what people you meet think of you? You know, this is something that is very common when people are still in their 20s or when they were still adolescents, you know. But when you reach my age, I'm like, who cares, you know? So what do you think? Do you worry about what people you meet think of you?
In my opinion, I think I don't too worry about what people I meet think of me. In the past, I was, you know, because when you are young and lack of experience.
Lack is a verb. When you lack experience, you remember? We remember when we learned the word lack, right? To lack something.
And lack of life experience, you find many things hard to deal with. When you become older, many things seems to be more easier to think clearly. It's better to focus on yourself than pay attention in something people think of you. Of course, in some situation that when you first example, like you need to apply for a job and you have meeting. So at that time, you need to focus on what people need about you, and the way they think of you is also very important because they are who decide you can be their new employees or not.
I see. And also remember that the people you meet, what they think of you is not that much important, but it's important if you need their help, you know? If you need people to advance in your life, you need to worry about what people you meet think of you, you know? Like, for example, if your job requires meeting a lot of people, you need to take care of your image. You need to worry about what people you meet think of you. Because otherwise, your work won't go easy, you know, won't go easy. Like, for example, I am a teacher, but I am also a musician, and I'm also an astrologer, and I'm a book author. So what people I meet think of me is actually quite important too, because if they don't like me that much, I won't be able to survive or live well, you know? But for most people, it doesn't really matter, you know? Okay, so where do you often meet new people, Mistro?
I didn't often meet new people, but I think that when I have a chance to meet new people, that will be in a place um, such as meeting room. Of course, when I have to do meeting with clients, so of course I have to meet new people, and at that time I have to manage to communicate with them. Of course, because I'm quite shy when I need to communicate with new people. It took me a lot of time to find a way to have an idea or a subject to talk with them. But of course, when in need, I will try my best to do everything in the best way, because I think that everyone needs to overcome their inconfidence.
Overcome their inconfidence.
To overcome their confidence.
I see. Okay, do you like meeting new people in general? I mean, because you're an introvert, but sometimes I am also an introvert, but I enjoy meeting interesting new people. Not everyone, though.
Though I don't like meeting new people, but I think it is important. So sometimes you have to do that. Not only for work, sometimes in your lifetime, you also have to do that, because it helps us grow socially and intellectually. When we interact with different people, we will know how to improve improve our confidence and communication skill. And we can learn about their experience, cultures, and ideas that can broaden our knowledge. It can broaden our knowledge in general. This will help us not only in job, but also in our life.
Okay, right. Okay, let's do speaking part 2 now. We are a bit behind. Now, okay, let's try topic number 29. I feel the need to talk about something fun, like a toy, you know? So let's try 29, part 2 and part 3. Describe a toy you liked in your childhood. You should say what kind of toy it is, when you received it, how you played it, and how you felt about it. And then part 3 of toys. How do advertisement influence children? I do believe that we did this one before, right? Did we? Have we done this one before? I remember we did. So how do advertisement influence children? I think you can talk about how children are easily convinced, you know, how children can be easily convinced, or they can be lured. They can be lured into the trap of advertisement. They can easily believe in things, you know, and through that, advertisement can influence indirectly their parents, you know. And because of that, should advertising aimed at children be prohibited? You know, in some countries, they have already done this. They prohibit or they ban advertising aimed at children, especially advertising to do with fast food chains, you know, những cái chuỗi bán đồ ăn nhanh, or advertisement to do with children toys, because you know it can make children really obese when they eat fast food, of course, and it can seriously harm their health. Also toys, because sometimes a lot of the time it causes problems, because it causes trouble for the parents, because the children will always try to compare themselves with their friends, you know, and they will always try to beg their parents to let them buy those products, you know, and it's very annoying. It can be a source of pain. Nó có thể là một cái nguồn cơn của sự đau đớn. It can be a source of pain in a family if the parents say no all the time, you know. It can affect them negatively too. Okay, so should advertising aimed at children be prohibited? Think about it. You don't want very young children to be wearing, like, how can I say, famous brand products, right? You don't want them to do that, because children, they are still dependent on the financial support of their parents. So of course, if they use famous brand products and they have a lavish lifestyle, they can be very spoiled. They can be very spoiled, you know, mới có tí xíu tuổi thôi mà nó sống một cái cuộc đời, cuộc sống mà nó xa hoa sang chảnh, mua đồ xịn như vậy, thì cái khả năng là nó bị hư, nó sẽ trở thành trẻ hư rất cao luôn á. It can become very spoiled, and they may not understand the value of labor. Nó sẽ không hiểu được cái giá trị của lao động chút nào đâu. They may not understand the value of labor, and your children can be very spoiled, you know. That is very bad. So do you think the type of toys that children play affect their development? Think about children can play, what's it called? Card games. They can play board games. They can play jigsaw. Ô chữ. Jigsaws or puzzles, you know. They can play building blocks. Building blocks like Lego, for example. For example, Lego. Something like that. Or they can have dollhouse, đồ chơi, đồ nhà búp bê, dollhouse, etc. Okay, so what do you think? Does it affect the development? Which one is better for them? Something like that. And what's the difference between toys children play now and those they play in the past? You can talk about how the economy is different from now compared to the past, and how the people back then, they spend time being outside and doing sports, hanging out with their friends more, you know. And these days they are much more indoor, and they often glue their eyes. It's a verb. They often glue their eyes on the iPad screen, for example. On a tablet screen. Let's just say tablet screen, okay? Because I don't want to use the word iPad all the time. They often glue their eyes on the tablet screen or computer screen. So, and also think about the fact that people can buy toys on like in-game toys, you know. Think about in-game purchases. Trong game tự nhiên muốn mua gì là sẵn sàng luôn. In-game purchases. It's very easy and simple, you know. Very fast too. Do you think parents should buy more toys for their children or spend more time with them? Okay, it's a straightforward question. You have some minutes to think about this one. Okay, let's do it, Miss Trúc. Can you describe a toy you liked in your childhood?
Okay. I like to talk about a time when I received a birthday a birthday gift. I didn't have many toys when I was young, so I was very happy at that time. I remember that there was a game show where the stuffed animal that gift I received appeared, and it became very popular and loved by children in many areas in my country. Of course, myself included. I treat it like my friends.
It is.
And
Actually, it is. Actually, it is. Yeah.
I treated it like a friend and enjoyed.
I treated it. I treated it like a friend. Mm-hmm.
I treated it like a friend and enjoyed the playing with my friends, such as playing family games. I think many children like playing that game. We could take our stuffed bear outside to play together.
Bear, you mean the stuffed bear?
The stuffed bear.
Stuffed.
Out.
You mean stuffed
The stuffed
bear? The stuffed bear. Âm T cũng nha. A stuffed bear.
A stuffed bear. A stuffed bear outside to play together. At night, I often hug it while sleeping. And at that time, I feel cherished and love my stories very much. Because it was my first gift that I received.
Okay. Right. So how do advertisement influence children, Mr.?
In my opinion, advertisement can have a strong impact on children in many ways. Just for example, advertisements often show products in a fun and attractive way, which make children want to buy them, such as toys, games, or snacks that they see on TV or social media. And as a result, they shape children desire on buying product. Children can think that they need that product to be happy, or they compare themselves with their friends because their friends have one, so they also have to have one. And in an even worse situation, advertisements can make children have false expectations. They might believe that the products will make them happier and cooler. That can lead to disappointment.
Okay.
Furthermore, it's also put on strong pressures on their parent because not on family afford for their children desire about products such as toys or some things that are expensive.
Okay, so should advertising aimed at children be prohibited? What do you think? Based on what you just said, yeah?
Advertising and as children have two sides. There can be benefits, but they also can have many backgrounds, drawbacks, such as they can make children feel need to have something, and that make them becomes more depends on buying a product. It's a bad habit. It makes them feel they need to more focus on buying things rather than appreciating experience.
Okay.
This can influence their long-term values.
Their long-term values, yes. All right. And so do you think the types of toys that children play affect their development somehow?
Totally, that different types of toys can play a significant role in children's development, influencing various aspects of their perceptions,
Okay.
emotion, and physical growth.
Yes, what are the physical growth then? What's the problem?
Such as card games, board games, or puzzle that can help children cultivate their creativity. These toys help develop problem-solving skill, logical thinking. Puzzle can enhance memory and attention.
All right.
But
how about building blocks? Building blocks, dollhouse, and other things like that.
Building block can help in improving creativity and planning. I think so.
Okay. Okay, so what's the difference? Okay, so what's the difference between the toys children play now and those they played in the past?
It is observed that in the past, children didn't have many toys to play. They usually taught what they will do by create something new and play traditional games. Didn't need any toys that make them feel happy at that time. But now, thanks to advancement of technologies and new inventions, children have more toys in many kinds, such as games, board games, building blocks like Lego, a very famous brands for children. Besides that, some games can play online.
Can be played online. A lot of games can be played online.
A lot of games can be played online, such as computer games. Children can use tablets or computer for their playing times. But of course, besides good things, some disadvantages also make children become more dependent on their toys, such as their technology device.
Technological device, you mean?
Technological device. They often glue their eyes on the tablets or computer screen, make children become more make children have more disease about
you mean
sight.
Okay, so it makes children have okay, so it makes children develop some kind of to develop short-sightedness. It means cận thị. So
yes,
it makes many children develop short-sightedness. You can talk about it.
That make children develop short-sightedness. And I can see that nowadays many children, even adult people have these problems.
Especially me, yeah.
Of course, even myself.
I see. Now, so do you think parents should buy more toys for their children or spend more time with them? It's a quite straightforward question. Huh? Very straightforward, to be honest.
I think that parents nowadays are really busy with their work.
Of course.
So social work make them neglect.
That can make them neglect their children, right?
Make them neglect their role in teaching their children. They almost spend time outside and play their role for teacher. That is not a good idea. And I think if they want to make their children happier by buying more toys for them. So that could have some drawbacks. That make, for example, children will be more hard to
We'll find it harder to communicate, right?
Harder to communicate with others because they just play with their toys and they don't spend more time for outdoor activities. Of course, children need spend time with their parents.
Need to spend time. Children need to spend time with their parents also, right?
Need to spend time with their parents. They can improve their affection.
What do you mean affection? The affection, không nhiều the affection nhé. They can improve their relationship with their parents, you mean?
Yes, they can improve their relationship with their parents. And parents can help them to improve their important skills such as problem solving, communication, and furthermore. And parents also need to realize what children need. Their references and their behaviors, which can help them to solve problems in their life and provide a process support.
Yes.
And parents always plays an important role in children's life. They can be a model, which sometimes good, sometimes bad, but children also relax themselves on their parents. That's and their behaviors can be positive and copies their activities, their behaviors. So parents should spend time to teach their children more. Of course, if they want to buy toys for their children as a gift or as a award.
As a what? As a gift or as an award, right? Award.
It can be a good idea. It's that because when they teach their children and they
Teach, when they teach their
when
children.
they teach their children and their kids do something good.
When the
Do
children,
something
không dùng chữ kids nha. When the children do something good.
when the children do something good, something that should be appreciated and encouraged, they can give them gifts to as a as a as a phần thưởng, a gift as
That's a gift. Yeah, as a present.
as
Yes,
a gift, as a gift.
All right, just more question here about toys and childhood, I think. Do you think that children these days receive too many toys than they actually need? And does it harm their development when you have too many toys like that? Because I've seen like my niece or my nephew, they have just way too many things in their bedroom. They have all the things that people can imagine, or things that people don't even know that exist. They have too many of them. And what do you think could be the problems if they have too many things to keep track of? Think about
Of course, too many things is not good. People need to balance between what they need and what they want. Of course, they have to teach their children about that. Too many toys can overwhelm children with choice, and it can make it difficult for them to focus on any one activity.
Okay.
When children receive too many toys, they may begin to take them for granted. And this make they think that toys are something is not really important, because a toys that their parent give them consume their many money.
Much money.
Of course, much money.
Or a lot of money. Let's just say that a lot of money.
That's
They
a
think
lot
they
of
think
money.
that giving them a lot of money will solve the problem. No, but I don't think so. It creates more problems.
More toys, more money need to take. And if children have too many toys, they might rely on options rather than using their imagination to create new place. Imagination to create new place, new games. And this will prevent their creativity in some ways.
Right, I see. Anything else furthermore? It's like when you are in a situation when you don't have much money, you have to be creative. You have to fight hard. You have to work hard. But once you have everything in the world, so fighting or working hard becomes obsolete, And there's no reason to fight anymore. There's no reason to study hard anymore, So that is a problem with a lot of families I can see. Their sons and daughters become very spoiled because of that, Hư lắm luôn á. Tại vì nhà có quá nhiều điều kiện. Because their family, their finances is so good. So their children see no need to study hard anymore, So that is a very bad thing. And also their family, a lot of family in Vietnam do not have the habit of reading books, So they don't, how can I say, they do not have a habit of reading books. And of course, so they cannot be good examples for their children to follow. Họ không thể nào làm cái gương tốt để trẻ nhỏ của họ tuân theo được. They cannot be good examples for their children to follow, you know. And of course, that's bad. So what do you think about this problem? What do you think?
In case children have too much things,
Too many things.
too many things, too many toys, children usually have a sense of unvaluable,
Unvaluable.
being unvaluable what they have. That makes them becomes more consumerisms.
You mean
addictive.
it makes them perpetuate consumerism. So basically they perpetuate consumerism. Giống như là họ là cái người mà chứa chất dinh dưỡng cho cái chuyện mà chủ nghĩa tiêu dùng vậy đó. They perpetuate consumerism, and of course they buy and buy and buy, keep buying more, you know. So what could be the problems? Cứ mua và mua như vậy, nó xảy ra vấn đề gì không? What is the problem with that? It's bad for, of course, it's bad for the environment because more trash is created. And also the people become much more materialistic, you know. People become much more materialistic, thực dụng. So some children think that if you do not give them more money, it's because you don't love them. You know, a lot of children can think that way, materialistics. Thực dụng lắm luôn á, nhiều đứa nó vậy đó. If they were raised in a family that perpetuate consumerism, it could be the problem, you know, it can be a big problem. So what else can you add then?
And once their parents stops to buy new toys for their children, it makes them become more angry, or sometimes they are unpolite to their parent because they are spoiled.
They're so spoiled, very spoiled actually.
That's make them become naughty. So of course, have too many things is not always good. Their children need more time with their parents than more toys. I think that.
Okay. All right, I think we can just stop here today now.